What is up, 12s? The party in the 206 is still going strong, but the NFL grind never stops, and what I have for you today is going to hit every Seahawks fan right in the feels. We are living through a historic moment, but the price of glory might be higher than any of us imagined. Between emotional homecomings and the kind of goodbyes nobody wants to face, our future is being written as we speak. Are you ready for what is coming down the pipe? Then grab a coffee, hit that like button, and let us dive straight into the news. Also, make sure to subscribe to the channel as we push toward that 1,000 subscriber goal. Picture this scene. The confetti is still fresh on the turf. The Lombardi is shining in the trophy case, and our roster is starting to look in the mirror wondering who is actually staying to defend this crown. In the middle of this championship euphoria, a statement just dropped that stopped the Pacific Northwest in its tracks and brings a massive sigh of relief to our receiving corps. We have a player who was not born here, but he perfectly understands what it means to be part of the Mike McDonald culture. He arrived with plenty of question marks, coming out of a chaotic situation in New Orleans, where his talent felt suffocated by the lack of a reliable quarterback. But in Seattle, his destiny completely shifted. We are talking about Rashid Shaheed, the guy who became an absolute safety blanket for Sam Darnold when the pressure was on. The news sizzling right now is that, despite interest from other franchises desperately hunting for deep threat speed, Shaheed opened up and made it clear that he does not want to go anywhere. He said it straight up. He loved the experience, fell in love with the organization, and mentioned that contract talks are going to heat up for real this March. That is music to our ears, Hawks fans. He averaged 12.5 yards per touch, and even if his total stats look modest to some, his efficiency in clutch situations was what kept us alive on multiple drives during that Super Bowl run. Keeping a champion who shows this level of loyalty is rare in the modern NFL, where money usually talks louder than the heart. Shaheed knows he has a system here that values his versatility and a fan base that embraced him from his very first return. His hunger to run it back and go for the repeat shows the locker room mentality is stronger than ever. Imagine starting next season knowing one of our most explosive weapons has already pledged allegiance to the flag. That brings an emotional stability to the group that you just cannot put a price tag on. But while we celebrate this potential stay, a dangerous whisper is starting to emerge from the league offices, suggesting that nothing will be as simple as a declaration of love. And what is coming next is even more unbelievable. Even with this mutual desire to get a deal done, the NFL is a chessboard where feelings often take a backseat to strategy and cold hard cash. This is where the tension hits a new level. As much as Shaheed wants to stay, there is a shadow looming over Lumen Field called the Las Vegas Raiders. The reason? Clint Kubiak, our offensive mastermind, the guy who gave Shaheed the spark he needed to explode in Seattle, is packing his bags to be the head coach in Vegas. You know how it works. A new coach wants familiar faces, and Kubiak is obsessed with how our number 22 plays the game. This connection is dangerous because the Raiders have a mountain of cap space and can offer a starring role that we might not be able to match without hurting our ability to keep other stars. Knowing this real risk of losing our most versatile weapon in free agency, the legendary Daniel Jeremiah from NFL.com just dropped a bomb in his mock draft 2.0 that has everyone talking. He projects the Seattle Seahawks, picking at 32 as the reigning champs, will select KC Concepcion, the phenom out of Texas A&M. The logic is ice cold. If Shaheed walks, we need a younger, cheaper clone immediately. Concepcion is not just a receiver. He is the most versatile player in college football right now and a Paul Hornung Award winner. The kid is a mirror image of Shaheed, but with that rookie energy. He put up over 2,000 yards and 25 touchdowns in his college career. Plus, he is a monster on punt returns with 2 house calls just last season. The strategy here is clear. The front office knows offensive losses could hurt worse than defensive ones this year. Jeremiah thinks the draft is deep with quality corners in the later rounds, which justifies using our first rounder on a luxury insurance policy for the offense. But wait. Are we really ready to see a title hero walk out the door just to be replaced by a rookie? No matter how talented he is, the 12s are torn between the safety of the vet and the explosive potential of the new kid. If you think that is the only tough call the front office has to make, get ready. Because what is next involves a pillar of our defense, who is being hunted by an old acquaintance. If you thought the drama on offense was enough to keep you up at night, hold onto your hats, because our defense is at the center of a storm coming straight out of the AFC. The name echoing through the halls of Massachusetts is none other than Boye Mafe, our homegrown pass rusher, the guy we watched develop since he was the 40th overall pick in 2022, is now the top target for the team we just took down in the Super Bowl, the New England Patriots. They are obsessed with fixing their pass rush, and Mafe fits the exact profile they need to rebuild that historic defense. His rookie deal, that contract worth about $8 million, is wrapping up as we head toward 2026, and he's hitting the market as an unrestricted free agent. That is a flashing red light for us. Last year, he suited up for all 17 games, notched 31 tackles and 2 sacks, but his impact goes way beyond the box score. Mafe is that player who draws double teams and clears the lane for everyone else to eat. A high-end blue-collar worker that Mike McDonald loves in this scheme. But there is a massive problem. The Seahawks have a deep rotation of edge rushers and some heavy financial priorities to sort out. The front office is at a brutal crossroads. On one hand, you keep a local talent who knows the system by heart. On the other, you let him walk to save the cap, knowing teams like the Patriots and even the Chiefs are ready to throw a bag his way that Seattle might not want to match. Fans are already going back and forth on social media, and the fear of seeing Mafe wearing a rival jersey is very real. Losing a defensive starter right after winning it all is a tough blow to the continuity of the project. We all know the NFL is a business, but seeing a talent of this caliber leave for nothing hurts the soul of any real fan. While we try to process this possible goodbye, the reality of what our roster will look like next season is starting to take a shape that nobody expected. But stay calm, because this emotional roller coaster is just getting started. Family, the stage is set, and the challenge to stay at the top of the NFL mountain is huge. We saw that Rashid Shaheed loyalty gives us hope, but the shadow of the Raiders and the arrival of a talent like KC Concepcion shows that change is coming whether we like it or not. At the same time, losing a pillar like Boye Mafe to a historic rival hurts, but it is just part of this high-stakes financial chess match. What do you guys think? Is it worth breaking the bank for the veterans, or should we bet the house on the new blood in the draft? Drop a comment below, hit the like button, and subscribe to the channel. I am out.